bring in, let's go here. I hope it's still working fine, right? I want to add a radio button here, right? So we want to add a radio button here. So if I add a radio button in my form, which is, let's say here, gender, and then I have and I'll have to have name.
When you say it needs a value, does that mean once it gets sent to the database, it'll tell you yes or no?
No, when I say validate, the first thing is that person has to select something.
You said the variable needs a value as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Obviously, the type is radio. Let's say the name is gender. Obviously, there's no placeholder, right? Yeah. Now here, there can't be this value. Is that okay? I'm going to just take that out. Now here, value will be male or M, basically, whatever you want. Does that make sense? Now, if I'm just doing this, then I'm going to need to repeat this. Is that okay? It still says radio, it will be gender, and the value will change. Here are
name gender.
yeah.
It makes sure that they are in a group.
I don't have to name them in a group. That's how what it needs to be.
They are related.
Is that okay? Yeah. Right. So I've just said I've made 4 radio buttons, and yeah. Now, if somebody selects this, or whichever they select, obviously they're going to work in a group. You can only select only one, right? You're not making a group. Their name has to be the same. Is that okay? What computer is going to do is there is only one variable gender. Whichever you will select, on the basis of that, that gender will have either male or female or other or not set, whatever value. Is that right? Now, but let's say if I refresh this page and I don't fill it out, and it's a must field for you, right? What validations? How will I check the validation for this? So if I just add another variable here, let's say. Is that okay? And I will also add another variable here. E. Is that okay? Yeah. So I've added another variable gender, and I've added another error variable as well, which is e-gender. Now here, what do I need to check? What am I checking for gender here? This was what you were checking earlier for all the variables. Is that right? Mm-hmm. So here, if empty, post gender, e-gender is equal to gender selected. Is that right?
Empty gender is not selected. None of it is selected.
Yeah, nothing has been selected, right? And error is equal to 1, and else gender. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Does this gender have bonus?
This one.
Yeah.
It won't have it. This would have it. Because this one is this, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Is that right?
That's the name, isn't it? It's like the host.
Yeah. Now here, it's easy to say where do I display this e-gender, just like any other span value which you have displayed. You can display this error message as well. Is that right? I can display this error message as well, and now all I have to do is do is that right? Let me just take this out from here. It's not required here anymore. Good. Do you understand what I've done? So if I just say save here, go back and do this, and I do the save, obviously I should get error message for everything. Here I fill this up and I select this, or I select whatever, right? Now when I press save, it's saying, it gives me the value back for this. It gives me, obviously I did not fill up anything here, so it's saying empty, but my selection is lost. Is that right? So I need to bring back that selection, whatever that person selected, just like any other ones, right? How should I bring it back? I mean, how do I bring that specific option back here? Now, am I supposed to say, because you can't say value here, you can't change, say, does that make sense? These are the specific values, I can't change them. So I am not going to say echo gender anywhere, is that right? Yeah. What you need to do is here, for every option, basically, you're going to have to write down the code. For each and every input box, you will be writing down a PHP code, which is going to be if, yeah, or there is I'm going to write it down in a simpler way, echo dollar gender, is that right? Equal to, what are we in the male, right? So male, is that right? If it is male, question mark, I want it to echo checked. Is that right? And otherwise nothing.
What is the question mark between?
Okay, this is, can I just explain this code, what I've written down? I'm going to write down it here only. Can I just put a comment entry and explain that? Is that okay? This is if dollar gender equal to male. This is what you wanted to write down, right? If it is male, what you need to echo is checked, because that is how a radio button gets the value, the dot, right? Is okay? So echo checked. Do I need to do anything else? No. If it's not male, I don't have to do anything, because if there is an error, the error will be displayed. Does that make sense? So this is all what you need to do, right? So I have if, so either I can write down this here like that, or I use a ternary operator. This is a ternary operator, remember? The condition, question mark, which means check, is checked. This is the true value and this is the false value. Right? So I don't have a false value, so I'm just going to write it down.
And don't remember this injection.
We did it when we did.
I don't remember it.
Okay, so because we've not used much. If you want to use a short if, does that make sense? You know that there is only one value to be output. You can actually write down that equation live. It's an operator which allows you three things: condition, true part, and false part. Right?
You want the else part.
I can leave the else part, but I don't want computer to make any errors, so I just left a space.
Does the echo check needs to be
comment as well, yeah. That's all together. Is that right? So either I write down this or I write down this. Does that make sense? But I need to repeat this line in every one of them. Does that make sense? In this, to see which one was actually selected, because I don't know which one was selected. So individually in that radio button, I need to go and check. So I'm going to copy this here, here, here. I need to put that. So for this one, I'm going to make it female, yeah, and for this one, it should be other. Is that okay?
he's closing right
So if you are using a radio button or if you are using a checkbox, it is a tick thing, you will have to actually do that. In both the cases, you need to do that, right? And obviously, in this where we has here
Is check the true?
which if I'm resetting everything, then I'm just resetting that as well. Yes, please.
Is check just like a predetermined?
Check is single, but it also has a value, and if it doesn't have a value, then that means it's not checked. Does that make sense? But it doesn't have anything in no. In radio button, it will have some value all the time. Does that make sense? But in the checkbox, it will either have a value or not have a value. It will be either empty or will have a value. Does that make sense? So here, and let's go back, and it's okay. So let's check. It works at the moment. Errors are working fine, like that. And let's say prefer not to save. So it stays. Since what I've selected should stay. That was the whole point of putting everything. And when everything is fine, it's okay. So it's slightly different from the rest of the values. What I'm just trying to say is that it was supposed to be done slightly differently as compared to the rest of the values. So, okay.